Hello, welcome to Sharmit. In this session, we will discuss about another function of Python, which is floor function. So floor function is mainly used to calculate the floor value in downside. What I mean by that, like if you are providing any decimal value to this function, it will calculate the nearest integer value, but in downside. Okay. So in order to use this function, you have to import the one module, math module. Okay. So first of all, we need to import the math module because this function resides in math module itself. If you remember, in our previous session, we discussed about the ceiling function, and that also resides in the same module, math module. Okay, so first of all, just write this line, import math. Now you can utilize all the function which comes under this math module. Below to this, what we are doing, we are declaring, we are using one variable in order to store the retrieved output of math.floor function. And in this function, as a parameter, we are providing the value as 3.14. So what it will do, it will calculate the uh, nearest integer value in downside, so the output would become 3. Okay, so let's verify the same. In order to verify, I will run my terminal, so I'm dragging up, so my terminal is here. Now I will write python space session 62.py, and if I hit enter here, you can see the first output it print is 3. This is for the first scenario. Now look at the second scenario. In second scenario, we are using the function with a value minus 2.5. So if you remember in our last session about the which was about the ceiling function, there we discussed like if you are providing the negative decimal value to ceiling function, it goes toward 0. But here it will work oppositely. If you are providing minus value or a negative value, decimal value in as an argument, then it will go away from 0. So in by using this scenario, what it will do, it will convert minus 2.5 to minus 3. Okay, so this is the only difference between the ceiling function and a math function about the decimal value. Like if you are providing the negative decimal value to the ceiling function, then it will goes toward the 0, and if you are providing the negative decimal value to floor function, then it will go away from the 0. Okay, so now we'll look at the third scenario. Here we are providing the value as 0, so it will not change anything because it is already an integer. So you can see it is printing 0 itself. Now look at the scenario number 4. Here what we are doing, we are providing the value as 12345.6789. So if we calculate the floor value, then it will go to the nearest integer value, which would become 12345. So it round off but in downside. So you can see it become 12345. But in case of ceiling function, it was converting it to 123456. Okay, 123456. Now look at the fifth scenario. Here we are using the function, but we are directly providing the value which is already a integer type, which is 42. So if you try to convert or if you try to calculate integer value for a floor function, then it will become it will return the output 42 only. There is no change. Likewise, same goes with a negative value. If you are providing negative integer value, then it would become same and the output would come as minus 10. Okay, now look at the seventh scenario. Here we are providing the value as 2.7, but here the way we are providing is bit different because instead of passing direct value, we are providing the parameter as a variable. So in this variable, I'm storing the value as 2.7. So if you try to calculate the 2.7 floor value for the 2.7, then it would become 2 only, and you can see the output is coming as 2. Okay, so yeah, these are the some scenarios where we can utilize floor function, and for different scenario we just discussed the different output as per their conditions. So just make sure that whatever the value you are providing to it should be a decimal value only, otherwise it will give error. So yeah, that's how we can utilize floor function. I hope it is clear to all of you. In the next session, we will discuss few more things. So thank you for watching Tech Sharmit.